I wanna learn a little bit about what you learned from being a husband to Paola and a father to Amelia about leadership that applies in all areas of your life. What have you learned about leadership at home as a dad, as a husband, that applies to life? And if you could also tell us a little bit about how would you describe your leadership style to our listeners? You've been the CEO of Chamonix Marina since its inception. You know, if we were asking your team, if we were, well, let's start with you. How do you define your leadership style? And so tell us a little bit about how you develop that leadership style and what it is. Describe it for us.
I believe that everybody has to be accountable for their actions, and yet they deserve the chance to prove themselves. So, in my case, I will say I am a macro manager, not a micromanager.
Hmm.
Everybody knows that what they should be doing. Um, I love to empower people to go into their next level because I understand that by becoming a bottleneck, if every decision depends on me, there is only one mind to try to resolve. But if we have, many minds, they can think better than just one. So I love to empower my people uh, by let them let them make their decisions. We have a clear understanding that in life you either win or you learn. I am paying for that education. When they miss the mark, it becomes a lesson, and I'm willing to pay for that lesson as long as we understand that it is that, right? I always say the first one is a lection. The second time, I'm sorry, the first time is a lesson. The second time is a choice. So we, as we everybody grows, right? Um, we have more potential to keep growing as a company. Small owners, they have a hard time letting go
Oh,
because they think that once they let go, they have no control over. Little to understand that they may be asphyxiating the people that they come underneath, asking for some room to keep growing. If you let them grow, you can step outside. And what I became in the last, I will say, 3 years, um, I always say that I am a personal coach to my team, and I am a consultant of my own business. I don't do the day to day. I don't have to come and see how they're gonna do things. I just come here in the event that they need to speak with me. My job in the last, I would say, even 4 or 5 years, 40 years at least, is been about focusing on what's next. So if
oh,
you let them do their thing and you are there for them, you know, um, we all grow together.
it's amazing. So much came out from what you just said, but the key thing for me is that growth mindset that you have. That because you allow yourself to dream and to change, you realize that everybody needs that, and so you have a style which is letting people grow, letting them be accountable, make decisions, solve things, and just know what they're expected to deliver, and trust them and coach them, empower them, which is amazing. Now, you said, you know, focus on the future. I wanted to segue right there. What's the one responsibility of a CEO that they simply cannot delegate and should not delegate? Uh, and why is that? why is that so important, in a company that to do that responsibility, and why does it have to come from the CEO? So what's that one responsibility? If you had to pinpoint, this is the one thing every CEO should do, they should not delegate it. It has to come from the CEO. If it doesn't come from the CEO, it's not gonna be as good. It's not gonna be that company's not gonna perform as it should.
Obviously, I can tell you my personal vision or my personal answer. I have only high school, so I have,
Oh, I care about your take on this. I don't care about some book
so
answer.
I will tell you is the vision
Yeah,
and being there for your team.
yeah,
But at the same time, understanding that, is it's not about it's their thing, it's our thing, but each one having it's like it's like a soccer team, right? Each player has a different skills. As a CEO, I remember I can tell you one time we were with my COO, with my CFO, with my other manager, and we were discussing. We were in a pitch, and I go, okay, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this. And the guy who usually speak up to me is like, well, what are you gonna do? And I go, I just did. You
that's what
know,
I do. That's what I do.
I just did. And he wanted to like I saw how he bit his mouth, he's like, "Ugh." But he knew that I was right.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like I just did. This is my job. My only
Yeah,
job is to sit, take a little bit of distance. Because when you are in the middle of it,
right.
you cannot see much. But if you take distance from the company, right, and you start seeing the things, right, that is when you can actually make better decisions. So I just sat down and I said, well, this is what each one of you are going to do. And my job is telling you what you guys going to do.
Right, right. This is what we need each of you to deliver.
So
I brought you, I put you in your seat, and now I'm telling you where we're going, what I need you to deliver, and now I got to get out of the way, let you guys make it happen.
there you go. There you go. So I would say it's the vision. For me, it's about the vision, being for there when they need, because usually I can tell you they need to bend. They love
Yeah,
to, hey, this is where I am. This, okay, come, tell me about it.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
one is like, once they
Therapeutic. It's
discharge,
therapeutic.
yes,
Yeah,
they discharge that, it's like so you good? And sometimes they even have to listen to themselves to come up with their own solutions.
right.
A great teacher, I love this quote. A good teacher will give you the answer. A great teacher will ask you the questions to come up with the answers.
A hundred
That is what
percent.
I always try to do. I just sit, I ask them questions so they can come. Because Albert Einstein used to say, you cannot resolve a problem with the mind that created in the first place. So
Hmm.
every time you have a problem, it's just an opportunity for you to come up with an idea, so resolve it. So that is how you expand. If I do it, I am robbing the experience of
Hmm.
them to grow it. So for me, it's about, okay, what do you think about this way? And giving different perspective, attacking the same situation from different angles until they get to, oh, this is what we can do. Okay, just go and give it a try.